Hey everybody, my name is McKenna and this will be my first video for my YouTube channel. Not really sure the direction this thing is gonna go, but during the pandemic I thought I'd share a few tips and take a shot at doing YouTube. So today I'm doing a recipe on natural deodorant, and that's because two reasons. One, chemical deodorant is not good for you. Your skin absorbs everything you put on it. And then also the waste of like the whole thing. So this recipe I've been working on really works, at least for me. And so if you're someone who's really smelly or sweaty, I can't promise you that it'll work, but it's worth a shot. It worked for me, and I'm really happy with it because it lasts forever. The one batch you make, it lasts for so long, and then it's also a super quick recipe. You'll see as we go through it. So to start, you need a jar. And I use jam jars that are cleaned out, but you could use peanut butter, pasta sauce. And so I added shea butter, and I just get a huge block so I can use it for multiple recipes because I do different things with shea butter. And then I added the coconut oil, and I use unrefined coconut oil, but you can use any, it'll be fine. I'll put the amounts just over here, I think, somewhere around here, so that you guys can follow along with the recipe or write it down if you want. So the next step is take this jar with the shea butter and the coconut oil and just take it over to the stove, and you're gonna boil it before you add in or melt it with boiling water before you add in the other ingredients. And then once you do that, it's really quick and you're done. You just have to put it in the fridge. So I'll show you how that works, and then you can make your own. Now all we're gonna do is put the jar in a pot and put water around the jar, and then boil that until the insides of the jar melt. So I'll show you that right here, I think. Okay, can you tell? Okay, yeah, you can. There's the water, and then you wanna make sure there is no water actually in the jar. Yeah, that makes sense. So we're just gonna let this boil. And while it's boiling is when I would usually prep the other ingredients, but I already had them prepped for the video. So we have baking soda. I'll again put the amounts over here. And then we have cornstarch. And you can also use arrowroot starch or flour. Some people use flour. Like, you could use flour. I think it would work the same. I use cornstarch because that's what I have. And I always say use what you have in the house before you go out and buy something new, if you can. We don't want to be wasteful while we're trying to be environmental. The last thing you need is an essential oil. There's definitely issues with essential oils. This one is a grapefruit one, the plant of the grapefruit. And from my research, it seems like it's okay, but I gotta do a little bit more. But I had this around, so again, use what you have. I think it smells pretty good. And the only reason for the essential oil is really to provide a scent other than your natural scent. But you don't need it. Not everyone likes scents, and you don't have to have it if you don't want to. So instead of me blabbering on while this thing boils, maybe I'll stop talking. Yeah. Actually, I want to run this in one video, so. It's melting. I'll show you. So now I've added in the cornstarch and the baking soda, and I just stirred until, oh, I can touch it now, hot, until it's nice creamy. Be careful, this is actually hot. The only part that's not really hot is the top, that's why I can hold it. Till it's fully combined and it's nice and creamy. Yeah, and then you can add in your essential oil if you choose to use it. Again, it's not necessary. I actually haven't done it without the essential oils because I have this this essential oil, Amber Arctic Grapefruit Organic Plant Essential Oil. Apparently it is a natural stress reliever. I did not even know that. Okay, well, if you want to smell your armpits, then you will be less stressed. So I'm gonna add in probably, okay, I'm gonna move it over here. I add in like kind of a lot, comparatively to when I would use essential oils like other times. I use about 6 drops because I like mine to be kind of strong scented, but 1 or 2 will definitely give you a scent. And the reason why I don't find this to be a problem is because this batch will last like a long time, so I'm not too worried about overusing essential oils. Okay guys, so we're at the end of the recipe and you ended up with this liquid stuff in the jar, and you just put it in the fridge, and you're gonna end up with a solid, like you can't jiggle this one, deodorant that you don't have to store in the fridge. It's actually totally fine to just keep in your bathroom. Don't have it in direct sunlight, it will melt. It is coconut oil and shea butter. But if it does, you can just stir it up and put it back in the fridge. And so if you live somewhere hot, you might want to keep it in the fridge anyways. But it looks, the final product, this is my one I've been using right now, looks like that. It's just, you only need this much. And then I'll show you, just rub it in. And then it smells good, then you'll smell good, and then you don't have to worry about waste being wasteful or chemicals going into your body. So a reminder that for the ingredients, when you first try it, yeah, you can just get the small amounts because you don't know if you're gonna like it of the ingredients, but if you do decide this is gonna be something you make regularly, I suggest you buy in bulk and use refilleries as much as possible. They're awesome, and you can bring your own containers and just reuse the same one. So yeah, you went from, in this video, we went from using a lot of plastic and chemicals, also smells really chemically, I forgot that, to, I guess this is the one we just made, to a jar of deodorant that will not harm you or the environment and works great. It's worth a shot if you want to switch to natural deodorant and you've heard bad things about like manufactured natural deodorant, or you've tried natural deodorant and you don't think it works for you. This one works for me when I thought nothing natural would work for me. So thanks for watching. Again, I'm McKenna, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video and my poor ability to speak while I do a recipe. That will get better. All right, have a good day.